Hi guys, and welcome back to FPL Journey. Just going to take you through my game week 17, and I had an absolute another disaster. So I had set my team as a Balaga in nets. I had set Martial and Darwin to start ahead of Bueno and Andreas. But unfortunately, I mustn't have clicked the save button, or either I didn't, it didn't process, or whatever happened, it didn't process. So I lost about 11 points, which I mean would have made it into a pretty decent score. Would have been up to what 88 points, close to 90. And that would have probably been pretty decent. But unfortunately, without those points, my rank dropped again, and it seems to be pretty tight in the tables. But I feel like I'm pretty happy with my selections. For this weekend coming, not going to faff about. What we need to do is we need a James replacement. That's just the clock going off there. So we need a James replacement. Thoughts are oh, I need to go on the transfers. So I have a couple of thoughts. I could go for Gabriel and go for an Arsenal double up. But just with the fixtures incoming, not the handiest fixtures. Newcastle, Tottenham, United, and Brighton themselves aren't easy. So those aren't the easiest fixtures. So I might steer clear of that until maybe game week 22 where they have a good run. Other thoughts were I could go for Shaw. United, he has been pretty nailed on, and they have some decent fixtures. Um, Not bad, of course. You've Man City and Arsenal wedged in the middle of that, but the two fixtures either side are good, and you can hold them right up to game week. The decent fixtures right up until game week 31. Obviously, you have Liverpool in the middle of that and Arsenal and Man City, but the majority of the fixtures are pretty decent. And United actually have quite a decent run into the end of the season. Um, and then other options is obviously capitalize on the Chelsea fixtures and go for Cucurella. Obviously, they have a double game week in game week 19, and one of those games is Fulham. So there is potential for a clean sheet against Forest, Fulham, and Crystal Palace. We don't expect clean sheets against City or Liverpool, but they have decent fixtures up until 24, and then it's just Tottenham, and then another good fixture run continues again. So yeah, I feel like United and Chelsea both have decent fixtures. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do this live. I'm going to go for Cucurella. If it doesn't work out, my plan is probably to swap for Shaw or Gabriel down the line. But I do like having defenders from different teams. I do want someone who's going to play, because if Bruno loses his place, it means that I mean, my intention is that I probably won't play Bruno too much, and that's why I went for pretty much the cheapest option in the game who will be playing. But it means if I have to play him, he probably will play for the likes of if Cancelo gets bunched with Pepperlet or something like that. Other thoughts going into the game week, I'm just going to make that transfer now, confirm transfer, and I'm going to set up my team and actually save it this week. So I'm obviously going to swap Ward and Ariza Balaga. If Ward gets a clean sheet against Liverpool, I mean, I still feel like I'll have made the best um, choice due to statistics. I'm going to change that. I do want Martial in, although Andreas against Southampton is a pretty good fixture, so I'm going to rearrange that bench as well. Haaland as captain, De Bruyne as vice captain. I feel it's a good fixture against Everton, so I don't really want to change that. Um, I feel like that's a strong team for this game week. Um, every player that's playing has a pretty good fixture, and I feel like Andreas against Southampton could be pretty good off the bench. Brighton have been decent, so maybe he is a little bit ahead of White just in this one. Even though uh, Arsenal have been so good, but I'm going to save that team now just so it is saved. And yeah, thanks for following along. I haven't been doing so great recently, but you can see that I've been trying to do the right things, but things just hasn't come off for me due to various variables. But I'm still up there. I'm still the top 200k, and I think the tables are pretty tight at the minute. So if you haven't subscribed, please do that. I was just checking my statistics, and well, over 80% of people who watch the videos aren't subscribed. So please subscribe, and hope you have a fantastic new year. 2023 is wonderful for you, and please like and subscribe the video, and hopefully we can grow this channel. Cheerio, happy new year.